Toy Insanity here. I collect it so you don't have to. And today on the Insanity calendar, August 2nd, it's National Coloring Book Day. And of course, this is Liberty Insanity. I've got 3 Statue of Liberty coloring books. 2 are vintage. These are from the Centennial, 1986. This one I think came out in 2013. But then I looked closely. It said artwork copyright 1985. So it's effectively Centennial era also. We got a lot to look at, a lot to learn. National Coloring Book Day. Let's start with this one. Written and illustrated by Tony Tallarico, 1986. Immigrants entering the United States have a fantastic view of the Statue of Liberty. She's beautiful. She's freedom. Connect them dots and you'll see Miss Lady Liberty herself. The statue was a gift to the people of the U.S. from the people of France. To find the statue's original name, cross out all the odd-numbered boxes and list their main letter. It's going to say Liberty Enlightening the World. Very cool. French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi designed the statue. Very nice. Alexander Gustave Eiffel, who later designed the Eiffel Tower in Paris, built the supporting framework for the statue. Color in all the areas that contain a dot to form a picture of the framework. Many new inventions were incorporated into Miss Liberty. Use this special chart to decode the inventions. 23 is an E. It's going to be electric. Something light. Let's see. 23 EE. LL EE. 19 is V. 14 A. Elevated electric light. Something. The statue's right forearm and torch were displayed in 1876 in America. To find out where, you must successfully go through this maze. Well, I know it's going to be Philadelphia. To read this Statue of Liberty fact, unscramble the following words and place them in numerical order. Oh, this should be interesting. Yeah, we ain't got time for this. A national lottery was held in France to raise money for the statue's completion. A famous publisher who later established an award in his name helped raise $100,000 through his newspaper. His name is Joseph Pulitzer. On July 4th, 1884, the people of France presented the Statue of Liberty to the ambassador of the United States. Color in the areas that contain a letter from the word liberty to form a picture of the ceremony. Okay. Oh, that's cool looking. The statue was shipped to the U.S. aboard a French ship, Isir, in May of 1885. Add up the numbers forming this picture of the statue to find out how many boxes were needed to hold all her sections. Add up the numbers forming the picture. That's a lot of numbers. Which U.S. president dedicated the statue on October 28th, 1886? To find out, write the opposite of each word. Then unscramble the circles. Right. I think it's Woodrow Wilson. Clean. What is the opposite of odd? I don't know. The Grand Parade through the streets of New York celebrated the debut of Miss Liberty, the Statue of Liberty Enlightening the World. For 13 years, the statue remained the tallest structure in the world. Add up the numbers you pass as you go through this maze to learn how tall Miss Liberty is, from her sandals to the top of her torch. Sandals to top of torch is 151 feet. The Statue of Liberty is made of sheets of copper molded over frameworks of iron. To learn how much the statue weighs, I don't know this. Circle all the boxes that contain a star. And then you list them in order. 450,000 pounds. Miss Liberty's flaming torch and brilliant crown symbolize 3 things. Cross out every letter that is shown 6 times. Oh, that's a great drawing. Then list the remaining letters in the blank spaces to find the answer. Torch and crown symbolize 3 things. Well, the torch is the metaphor, the light of liberty. The crown is said to represent the 7 seas and 7 continents. The blank spikes in the statue's crown represent liberty to each of the blank The 7 spikes represent 7 continents and 7 seas. Go through this maze using a dark pencil to spell the missing word. 777. Fill in the blanks with the proper missing vowels to read this statement. The broken shackles at Liberty's feet represent the strong fight against tyranny. the end of slavery. Something was added at the base of the statue in 1916 that made her glow. To find out what was added, its lights illuminate upwards. The Statue of Liberty emerged as a national symbol during the First World War. Very cool. See how many words of 3 letters or more you can make from the letters in Statue of Liberty. So when I buy these used on eBay, I kind of hope to get ones that have been filled in by some child in 1986. Oh, this is great. This is great. The eyes are weird, though. Why are your eyes weird? Happy birthday, 1886 to 1986 Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty is currently 135. This October, she will be 136. In 1933, the National Park Service took over Miss Liberty's administration from another branch of the government, unscrambled the following words. Well, she was an active lighthouse. It was the Department of Defense, I believe. The statue is on an island we now call Liberty Island. Before October 3rd, 1956, when it was renamed, the island was called something else. It was called Bedloe's Island. Ellis Island, which lies just beyond the statue, was a gateway through which millions of immigrants entered America. Ask your grandparents or older friends and relatives if they entered the United States through Ellis Island and what they thought as they saw the Statue of Liberty for the first time. That's weird. Grandparents or older friends? In 86, hopefully you don't have friends your grandparents' age. In 86, hopefully your grandparents were several generations removed from immigrants that came to Ellis Island. The statue's torch shines through leaded glass illuminated by 19 lamps with a total of blank what? To find the number, color in all the areas that have a dot. It is going to be 3,000. On the evening of the United States Bicentennial Celebration, July 4th, 1976, the statue became the centerpiece of a dazzling fireworks display. R.I.P. This book is from 86. Draw your own Statue of Liberty. Copy exactly what you see in the number box on this page. When I was a kid, I never liked these. Because I think I know why. I never wanted a completed picture that had squares on it. I guess. Let's say you followed the instructions and you had this over here. I'm like, well, I could have just traced it and then I wouldn't have boxes. Do actual artists think this is a good exercise to help you become better at drawing? Unscramble each word and write in the blank spaces above to read the following Statue of Liberty fact. In 1972, the blank blank of blank 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 blank. I don't know. After climbing blank steps, I should know this one, to the top, visitors are rewarded with a fantastic view of the New York Harbor from inside Miss Liberty's crown. To find out the number of steps, add up the numbers you pass. Add up all these numbers. Fantastic. Really gets your brain thinking. To read the following Statue of Liberty fact, use a special chart. I like this book a lot. So we decode this to read a fact that probably has to do with these windows. That's what they're pointing at. I don't know. Fill in the blank with the correct vowels, A, E, I, O, U, to read this sentence. Millions of something donated. Millions of Americans donated many. What? You figure it out.
Okay.
On July 4th, 1986, each celebration was held to mark the statue's 100th birthday. Yes, indeed. Unscramble the words below and place them in numerical order. Then unscramble the circle letters to form the last words of the sentence. And we don't even get a clue what that's about. Make your own Statue of Liberty mobile to decorate your room. Okay. I do it. When I was a kid, I was making mobiles all the time. I thought I was Alexander Calder II or something. I was always making mobiles. This just awakened my dormant obsession with mobiles. Fill in the missing vowels to complete the famous words written on the statue's base. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed, I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Fantastic Emma Lazarus poem. Here's some answers. Okay, let's do all three while we can. Okay, 99 cents in 86. $3? Color me Liberty. Oh, this one's very wordy. The Statue of Liberty is more than a monument. It's more than bronze. To some people, it's America. It's America. Can you tell me why?
As if history isn't boring enough. The Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, who cares? It's only a statue. First of all, bronze? Nobody has ever thought the Statue of Liberty is bronze. We all know it's copper. But the next day at the library, woo, This is fact-filled. This is a comic book. Come on. I did appreciate the other one for all the activities. Bartholdi's first rough statuette. Yeah. This is a graphic novel. As the fortunes of the statue rise, so does the liberal faction of De Boulier. They approach political power, and France moves toward true democracy.
Okay.
Fantastic. Centennial 1876. That was the goal of Le Boulier and Bartholdi. It, of course, didn't get completed until 1886. Bedloe's Island. Draw
my face.
1876, 1884. Eiffel's involvement. Some political humor, because Americans at the time were very suspicious. They're like, why does France want to give us this? Do we even want it? What's the catch? Some people thought it was maybe some kind of Trojan horse, you know? Liberty enlightening the world. Here's some symbolism. Liberty symbolizes the majesty of the land. Liberty means freedom that comes from breaking chains to tyranny. The 7 spokes. I have never heard them called spokes. The 7 spikes are symbols of the 7 seas and 7 continents. And here is some more of Emma Lazarus's poem. There's Emma Lazarus. Give me your tired to pour your huddle masses yearning to breathe free. Remember your first thrill of American liberty, your duty by U.S. government liberty bonds. So that had to do with World War I. World War II. In the modern era, miscircled lines will get you to the island. Liberty is the sister of justice and pity, the mother of equality, abundance, and peace. The statue has a body of iron, a soul of fire. It will stand unshaken in the midst of the winds that roar about its head and the waves that shatter at its feet. Liberty is a symbol that braves the storm of the time. Le Boulier wrote that. Very cool. Liberty, insanity. 58 with a free sneeze. Introduction. Okay. This has that whole adult coloring book vibe with very detailed. There's the arm in Philly. I was making sure it did say Philly. And there was the statue being built in Paris. Eiffel's involvement. The face, it probably says it was modeled after. The face of the Statue of Liberty is 10 feet wide. Her face was modeled after the designer's mother. Construction. The head was complete and exhibited separately in Paris. Here she's coming to America. There's Emma Lazarus. There's the thing with the bonds. Are these isolated pictures from that one? No, these totally different illustrations.
Okay.
I had fun. National Coloring Book Day, the 2nd of August. I had fun. I had some fact-filled fun, and I hope you did too. Thumbs up. Have a great life. Check out the hashtag Liberty Insanity. Thanks. Goodbye.